Hi everyone, my name is carolnyazika. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. In this video, we are talking about episode 4 and it's all about serum. We started off with cleansers and then we moved on to toners and then we spoke about exfoliators. Now we're talking about serums. There's a huge confusion about what exactly serums are. Some people just don't know what they are, or they don't know where in their routine they should place the serum. We're going to talk about all of that and explain what the benefits are of having a serum and how to use them and where to put them in your routine. Just a disclaimer, I am not an esthetician nor am I a dermatologist. However, I am a skincare formulator and I will be sharing information with you about ingredients, what to look for you to be more informed about your skin and products that you can purchase to help you with your skincare routine. So what is a serum? A serum is a concentrated dose of ingredients put in a little bottle to nourish and to soothe the skin. So serums pretty much have a higher concentration of active ingredients in the bottle. It takes away the fluff of the moisturizer and just leaves the actives that your skin needs to improve. So because they are targeting a certain skin concern, the molecules are very small so that they can penetrate the skin and be more effective on your skin. So the ultimate reason for having a serum in your routine is that they deliver a potent boost to resolve skin issues that you may be experiencing. Traditionally, serums leave out all the occlusive ingredients such as emollients or thickness. So because their molecules are very small and they're very lightweight, that means your skin is able to absorb them a bit more effectively and faster. The other benefit of using serums is that they help to improve the skin's ability to absorb moisture and nutrients. Because there are different types of serums on the market, there are a few benefits that you can get from using a serum. They can help with particular skin concerns as they are targeted for those specific concerns. Serums can be used for hydration if you've got dull skin. They can also be used to even out hyperpigmentation or blemishes, as well as acne-prone skin. So whatever your skin is craving at that moment in time, there's a serum for that. So you know how there's an app for that? There's a serum for that. How to apply a serum. A serum tends to come after you wash your face and you've used a toner or an essence. If you don't use a toner, then you just use it after you cleanse your face. So it's cleanser, toner, essence, then a serum. You'll have a cleanser here and a moisturizer here. Your serum comes in the middle. You can just imagine it being the sandwich filler of your skincare routine. Make sure that you apply a moisturizer to seal in the benefits of that serum. Do not use a serum and not apply a moisturizer because it just doesn't work. It's very lightweight, so you need something to seal that in, and because moisturizers or oils contain occlusives. So all you have to do when you're applying a serum is you put it in your palm, and normally it comes with a dropper. Make sure the dropper doesn't touch your skin. You don't need to drop the product onto your skin as you see it done on social media. That is just for aesthetics reasons. But when you're at home, no one can see you, so you don't have to be extra and be dropping it on your skin like that. You don't need to do that because there's a high risk of contaminating the product when you place the dropper back in the bottle. So you don't want that. All you have to do is squeeze a few drops of the product in your palm and that's it. None of this dropping on your face business. Don't do that. Once you've done that, you just need to warm the product up in your palms and then press it gently into your face. You can rub it, but it's just more effective when you press the product into your skin. Although a serum could be the same consistency as a toner, you don't use a cotton pad for this. All you have to do is use your palms and press it into your skin, so no cotton pads, or else you're pretty much just wasting the product. Another thing is to make sure that you read the instructions on the product. Some products you can use every day, some products you can use twice a day, some products you can use twice a week. So just make sure that you have read the instructions and have adhered to those instructions. Another thing to be mindful of is not to layer more than 2 serums depending on what they are in one routine. Where to start if you're just starting to use serums? Because there's so many different types of serums. There are hydrating serums, there are brightening serums, there is resurfacing serums. There's so many different serums on the market, and if you're just starting out, you're probably going to be pretty confused to where you need to start. I would say that if you are new, probably a vitamin C and a hyaluronic acid could be a great place to start. If you are over 30, incorporate a retinol. Retinols are only for 25 and above, so if you're below 25, you don't need a retinol. So to help you out, I'm just going to go over a few skin types and recommend types of ingredients you should look for in a serum if you're starting out. But bear in mind that all these ingredients can be used by all skin types. It just depends what your skin currently needs. If you have acne-prone skin, I would suggest that you look for ingredients that have vitamin C in them, retinol, zinc, and salicylic acid. If you have dry skin, I would look for products with vitamin E, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and glycolic acid. If you have dull textured skin, you look for an acid to resurface your skin. If you have normal type skin, I would just suggest looking for a hydrating and nourishing serum and a vitamin C. Another place to start off with, and I'm always suggesting this on my Instagram page, so if you're not on my Instagram page, please do follow, because I do talk about things that follow up after I've posted a video. So if you are starting off with serums and you don't know where to go, look at your budget and also look at how often you're going to use something. There's no point of getting all these products and you don't use any of them. So I would suggest that don't go for very expensive serums. Start off with budget-friendly serums. There's so many out there. There's Inkey List, there is the well-known The Ordinary, there is Go, which is Garden of Wisdom. There's also Revolution Beauty. So there are a lot of budget-friendly products that you guys can start off with and see if your skin likes that type of serum. And then once you are accustomed to different types of serums, then you can move up to your Drunk Elephant, Paula's Choice, NIOD, which are mid to high-end brands. Don't buy things you're not going to use, because you don't want things to just sit in your bathroom and waste money. So make sure that you buy things that you'll actually reach for and use. That is why I suggest buying products that your skin needs currently or concern that you have that you want to address. So now that we've covered serums, there's another category called ampoules. I think that's right. They are super concentrated, supercharged serums. They can be found in capsules or vials, and they're designed to be used for a short period of time. So they're kind of like a booster. So all you have to do is use them for 5 maybe to 15 days until your skin concern has been addressed, and then you just go back to use your ordinary serums in your skincare routine. However, don't use ampoules as well as serums at the same time. One replaces the other. So if you have a skin concern that you want sorted out very quickly in a short period of time, then you use an ampoule, and then once that is sorted, you go back to using your serums. I'm just going to recap where we are now in the series. Now we're pretty much nearly done with the typical skincare routine. So we started with the cleanser, we moved on to toners and essences, and then we spoke about exfoliation, and now we've just covered serums. So next we're going to talk about moisturizers. Make sure you check the description box below. I'll list the videos of the previous episodes as well as product recommendations for different skin types. So just make sure that you check the description box. That's it, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.